Hey there everybody, welcome back to another video. Sorry if it looks black right now. I have my phone down on the ground right now. I'm getting my camera stand ready. The reason why is because looks like we got some bad news for an upcoming game that I really wanted to play. FNAF In Real Time. They just posted this video right here on the top left where my finger is. Saying FNAF in Real Time is canceled. I don't know how to feel about this because I really wanted to play this game. So, without me talking for too long, let's just see what's going on. Okay, 15 seconds into the video. I think I figured out what's going on here, so I don't think I need to be worried. I'm going to replay the video so that way you guys could see what I'm talking about.
My lips are chapped, which is not good. There's been a lot of misinformation going around about FNAF in Real Time, so I thought I would give it a little bit of a match of my own misinformation, sort of play by their own rules and their own game,
Sorry.
you know, by saying that FNAF in Real Time is not actually canceled. If you've noticed, I'm not in my regular self-insert cosplay, which means I've left FNAF in Real Time, the whole game. And that's a really big deal, but I want you to know that that doesn't mean that the game is over and it's going to stop or shut down completely. There's a lot more to it than just me. I've been working on FNAF in Real Time since forever. At the start of August, directly on the FNAF anniversary date, I hung out with my friend over and we played Five Nights at Freddy's. And I thought to myself how no one has still, out of all of the 9 years of Five Nights at Freddy's, I still haven't seen anyone make an actual game properly with super accurate animations to FNAF. But if you've been following this, I always knew it was impossible to make something like that on ClickTeam because it's such an old software and there's nothing you can do about it and no one's figured it out since these 9 years, so it can't be possible, right?
Yeah.
We turned that around and figured out that that wasn't entirely true. So after getting all hyped about a movie coming out and that FNAF is big, is back, I wanted to think, is it actually possible? And that was something that was a big question for most of making FNAF in Real Time, which was the idea, was it actually possible? Is it actually possible?
Yeah.
So immediately after we hung out, I think about literally a day afterwards, or even that same day, and I think it was 11 days afterwards, right? We released our first trailer. A lot of people think that Real Time was in development like months before that first trailer. Like it was crafted and deep in its own. The original game I wanted to make actually didn't feature FNAF 1 in Real Time. I wanted to make another game with Brother. If you know Brother, Brother is the paper plate guy that seems to be showing up everywhere on everyone's thumbnails now, which he didn't originally. And the first time he did the demo, now he's there, which makes people always mad, thinking that he's a part of the game, when he's just a small freaking... I'm fine. I'm not mad. I have never been mad a single time in my entire life. And that's where I originally wanted to start. The first big question
I love this guy.
has to do with everything about FNAF in Real Time, which is it possible? Now, I want to make it clear, through the entire development of FNAF in Real Time, is it possible was a question that would sometimes be asked too many times. Like,
that's fair.
Is it possible to release 2 songs instead of 1 song, or no songs, when you're making a game in development?
That's fair.
Sure. Maybe shouldn't have. Was it possible to
real quick.
Small businesses to do...
Real quick. What he's talking about with the song, he made a song with TryHardNinja. And I think that's friggin' cool. If you guys don't know who TryHardNinja is, how the hell are you a FNAF fan? He's made like some of the coolest music in the FNAF community. It's definitely, some of his music is definitely up there with the music of The Living Tombstone and RT music. I think it's either RT music or JT music. I don't remember. But I'll let this guy continue. From what it sounds like, he's got a lot of serious stuff to say, so I'm going to be quiet now.
Some sort of fun thingy. Maybe. Doesn't mean it should have happened, but it did answer questions like, what is the biggest, most popular fan game of this year? I didn't think the answer would be a game that I'm in, but it was something that happened. And it's a little stressful.
That's fair.
And it also came with a lot of expectations, which is also why I left. When you think of a game like FNAF In Real Time, the overall concept is not very crazy. It seemed like it's something that is very
Wait,
small
so you
and
left
something that
the...
can be very contained.
So
But
he
also
did
when you
leave
get hundreds and thousands
the
of
making of the
views and
game.
supporters for the game, it very much stops from being something that can be simple and fun and something that feels like...
I just realized maybe I should have these on
There's some sort of
so that way
expectation or
people
feeling
could
in the
read it
community
better
that
if they can't hear
our
it.
hype means that we needed to almost like earn it. I didn't
So
expect
sorry
that.
it
That's
took
not
me like,
something I
what,
was
5
used to.
minutes into the
Navigating
video,
through the
but
community,
yeah.
I had to learn a lot of rules and laws that I didn't realize were existent in the community on its own. If you just heard Sparky right there, I'm pissed as hell. Yeah. What?
His
No,
dog
you're
is
not going
Sparky.
to FNAF In Real Time. Thank you very much. I love the game. Why are you asking me? And so having all that pressure was a lot. And it was a lot on me. It was also a lot on people who we worked with and who worked on the game. Something that I never want to stress inappropriately or incorrectly address is how much harassment we did get on the game. A lot of people seem to think that the harassment that we got stemmed from things like criticism or borderline advice, where it was as simple as just, hey man, I think this was kind of lame and I wish you could do something better with this. And that all actually helped us. There's a lot of things in the game, especially with our first demo, that we realized were such big issues that we needed to go back, revamp, completely change, and ended up delaying our game like multiple times. Is it possible to delay a game 3 times if the last one's indefinite? Unfortunately, yes. It's a good... No, that's not. Don't learn that lesson from me. Don't. But what we did receive...
Real quick, I'm going to pause it right there. Yes. If you need to delay, if you're making a project and you put something out there like what him and his team were doing, and they got a lot of criticism, it's good to delay the game. And like, yeah, it's frustrating. You got to go back, but I'm glad that he actually delayed the game, and so that way he's taking the time to actually properly make it. Like, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I could totally get what this guy's doing, delaying the game 3 times and then having the release date for the game delayed indefinitely. Who knows? I really hope the game still comes out though. Even though you're not on the project, I still want you to be around a little bit and stuff, because this guy, I don't know your name. Does it say in the description? I'll be right back until I find a name. Found it right here at the bottom of the screen, right where my finger is. I'm gonna say your name is Tarin. Tarin. I hope that's how you say it. I apologize if I messed it up. But Tarin, I really hope that you stay with the project, at least for a little, like by a little bit. Like, you don't have to stay with it all the way. I totally get where you're coming from.
And belittling the work that was made by a lot of free people,
Yeah.
just did things for free, by a bunch of volunteer people who loved FNAF and put in their own creative vision into the game. A sort of thing that felt weird is it almost felt like expectations with our own game wasn't as simple as just, oh, we're going to do this for fun and we want to do this for fans.
Yeah.
It almost turned into, we need to do this for you. For you is a big difference than for us.
Yeah.
A big difference than a fan game. For you is someone where you are promised to make a game and then spend all your time to make it, advertising it and wanting people to play that game. Part of the idea of you should pay or invest or something else with that game.
Yeah.
But the truth is, you can still do that while you're making a fan game. I think you definitely can. Big games like Blood and Gears or like Fan Game Direct have entire events about celebrating or sharing or moving or hyping up all of the sort of interest in keeping the fans excited for the game that you want to make for fun.
Exactly.
And there's pressure with that, and there's critiques with that, and there's ways to advance and move forward. But there's also expectations that if you didn't enjoy it, then something had to change. And that's where the difference comes from making a fan game and making... as a fan, you make it because you're a fan of something.
Exactly.
The truth is, Fan Game Direct is a fan of getting people excited. Blood and Gears is a fan of doing something new while keeping it still a part of Five Nights at Freddy's. Playtime with Percy is a fan of making something so unbelievably fun and creative with an awesome group of team standing out as one of the most unique and cool fan games ever. I don't mean to hype up Playtime with Percy. I just think is fire.
Yeah.
So, to go back to the beginning, I'm not trying to say that our fan game is the best fan game ever, because Joy Creation exists. And I'm also not trying to say that our fan game is the most creative fan game ever, because Playtime with Percy exists. But what I can proudly and strongly say is, it's yours. All of the support, the fan base, and the interest in our game has been not unmatched, because you guys always match it with everything that happens in our community, but it was unexpected, and it wasn't necessarily deserved. As a lot of people point out, the game is just kind of FNAF with animations, but the minute you guys put your hands on it, it became, I don't even know how to describe where we are at right now. We've had YouTubers play it, I've had childhood heroes play it, but even more importantly is you guys have played it. 200,000 of you guys have downloaded this game to at least attempt to play it, and probably only 5 of you were able to play it because the bugs were absolutely just, I'm so sorry, I cannot apologize more. And something I didn't expect was to create a game that, with just the presence of it existing, caused a whole wave of something to happen in a community that I've been in for the past 10 years. And something I will always have to acknowledge, no matter what, is I'm now part of the community I grew up with 10 years ago. When people say that the FNAF fandom is the most creative and talented and amazing fan base ever in existence, I still don't think that they're wrong in any way. And I think it just goes to show that even as something that was super simple and is kind of silly and dumb, as making the first game with them just moving, it's not just us that put in the effort to make it special, it's you guys. And that's something that will always stay with me forever. If anything, I'm walking away knowing that forever in this franchise and in this fandom, I was able to do something that I was inspired by and lived my entire life wanting to do. Now that I'm able to step in and be that person who could make something like that, it was overwhelming, and it was a lot. I mean, it was crazy to do, but I will never regret that, and I am so glad that I did that. For the future of the game, I hope you all stay excited, because it's not going anywhere and it's not dying, but it's not staying with me. I think I've realized from this point on that I love the fandom so much that I'm still excited to do whatever I want to with this, hopefully, but it has to be something that actually will be enjoyable.
Yeah.
And Sparky, I swear to God, you are... Sparky, really? Okay. My dog's name is not actually Sparky. I'm not going to name drop my dog. What are you doing? I already got doxxed already. I think just after all of
You
this,
got doxxed already? No freaking way.
This community is so talented.
Damn.
It's so complicated.
I'm sorry that you got doxxed.
We've all known that for a really long time, and we've sort of been wanting it to not be so full of shit. I'm sorry, that's not actually accurate to what I think. I just think that like a small fraction of people in the community, and like either at high or low, like people who are amazing, truly have built this community to be fantastic, and I'm still going to be a part of it as much as I can. So with that being said, I think it's time for me to really just kind of push forward and try something different.
That's fair.
Enough of the heartfelt, cheesy stuff.
Huh. What's this? Real Time Studio and FNAF In Real Time are being split into separate entities. Oh, okay. Interesting. Our indie game development, music, animation, and new projects will continue on Studio IRT. I think that's on GameJolt, if I remember reading the description correctly. For all FNAF In Real Time and FNAF movie game info, follow Real Time FNAF. So, yeah, okay, so Real Time Studio and FNAF in Real Time are two different things now. Okay. That makes sense. And I think that is it for the video. I will leave links in the bottom of this video so that way you guys could go and check out all the stuff. Like, go follow Studio IRT and then go follow the Real Time FNAF. I believe these will be on GameJolt. I agree with what this guy is saying with like it was a lot, and it's cool that it's still being made. It just kind of is sad that you're not going to be a part of it, but it is all your decision, and it is totally fine. Everything is fine. Yeah. I'll leave links to all this in the description. I'll leave a link not only to this video, but to their YouTube channel, to the... I'm assuming there's going to be multiple different GameJolt pages now. I'll make sure I put the right ones in the description. And yeah. Thank you for this update. I feel like it did clear up a lot, and you did have me worried that the game was going to be canceled. Like, title and thumbnail, YouTube clickbait, I swear to God, dude, it gets me every time. But I'm so glad the game's still being made. I'm sad that you're not going to be a part of it, but I totally understand. It is 100% your decision, and like I understand, like it's frustrating sometimes, and that's okay. And yeah, hope you guys at least the people who know this game exists, hope you guys found it and then was just like, oh, okay, this is what is happening now. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck, everybody who's making this game and whoever's leaving the project and whatever. But yeah, I'll leave it here. Goodbye, everybody.